The birthday girl has just woken up. Happy birthday, Stella! 5 years old. Look at all these things for Stella on her birthday. So we've got chewy chicken sticks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's getting exciting. Duck, chewy duck. And cheesy chicken sticks. And what this one? Have a sniff of it? You won't be able to smell that one. A Sunday lunch. Oh, you lucky Josser. Which one are we going to have? Good morning, fellow humans. Just jumped out the shower. Got my Jeffree Star lipstick on, as you can see, but hair's wet. I'm not even going to bother to dry it. I was going to do, and then I think, no, I just want to get out of the house now. We're heading out to see if we can find anything that we need for the barn. We're going to have a look for worktops today, dining table, and we're going to go to an antiques shop. We're going to be cooking a bean chilli this weekend and also a tuna pasta butternut squash dish. Come on guys, let's go. Here we dive into the treasure trove. So these little mice, I filmed them for my best friend because she would absolutely adore these. Look at that little mouse with its bobble hat on. This is Stompy. Very frightening. There's some weird and wonderful things here. I loved this sideboard. Me and Paul were eyeing it up for the barn. Then we saw this guy, and this guy was on the way into the little arcade.
Why hear that silly joke?
Yeah, he's a bit unusual though, isn't he?
Hang on. Talking machine.
This mummy's thumb was very intriguing. I don't know if you can read the sign there, but it says it was originally known as the Nudist Colony, a live peep show. And when you put your money in, it was naked ants. So you could put your money in and look at some naked ants. However, it was changed to the mummy's thumb, which is a bit more of a scare factor, isn't there? They had some very weird and wonderful machines in here. I mean, this old McDonald's, I'm sure they still have one of these at Blackpool. But some of the others, they're very sinister looking. This one was the Haunting. The legendary Sooty, Sweep and Sue here. And at the top it said Harry Corbett. So this must be quite an old machine because when I watched it, it was his son Matthew Corbett. We've got King Tut's tomb here. The burglar. So I'm intrigued by the burglar. I actually wish I'd put my token in here because I'd like to see what happens. I presume he just cracks that safe open. But what happens to the man in bed? Does he wake up? He's got extra large feet, hasn't he? What I'd hope would happen is he wakes up and then he knocks that burglar out with his extra large foot. Big feet to the rescue. There were lots and lots of love machines. People in the olden days, they must have liked a love machine because there were lots and lots of those. Paul put his money in the guillotine. Oh my goodness.
What's this?
Someone's getting guillotined.
Oh!
Oh, okay.
There's a crease next to him.
Torture scenes were also produced. Says a lot about Paul's personality. Using his token for the guillotine.
Rather than the love machine.
Yeah. Cry, baby. Put a token in. Listen to that baby cry.
Where do I put the money? Where do I put the money? Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Seb,
It that frightened you, didn't it? That noise.
did you do it?
That mummy's thumb. What's it like?
Oh,
What's it look like,
watch
Sebastian?
closely. You may see it move.
Oh. Oh. I'm going for the haunted house. Can you see all spooky in the 7th?
Inside.
Here we go. Oh, it's a witch. Table. Guy with the axe. Oh, somebody at the door.
Oh, yeah.
Goal. At the chimney. I was very taken with the sideboards on this visit. Every sideboard I saw, it was a proper treasure trove. So many quirky and unusual things. There was a good mix of antiques and also upcycled furniture, as well as some collectible items as well. So loads of things to look at, something for everybody. You said, "Are you okay, old woman?"
I'm not coming.
You're not coming? You're not.
Selfish one. Fine.
Fine.
What's it like? If there's dummies, tell me.
There's a couple. There's a couple. There's nothing. They're all behind screens you can't get to.
Who is afraid of dummies? That's not me, is it? I am a little bit of a wuss when it comes to rides or displays with moving dummies in them. So I think it's quite sensible, to be fair. They could set off on a light jog at any moment, so you've got to be careful. This was the little war museum that was built into the antique shop. Small walk-through area. It had propaganda and collectibles and artifacts from World War II. Planes, Spitfires, war memorabilia. It was a really good addition to the main store. The main shop is called Bygone Times. 3 floors worth of antiques and bric-a-brac. If you book in advance online, it is £2.50 per adult, and that is lifetime membership. After exiting the War Museum, we had a look at these chairs. Now, I did purchase this black chair with the beautiful flowers on it on the far right hand side. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be.
You never know.
As we came to the end of our visit, we saw this amazing piece of furniture. Now, would you like to appraise this? How much do you think this piece of furniture was? It's absolutely phenomenally beautiful. I do love it. It's very fancy. It was, in fact, £18,000. That was one stonking bit of furniture, but a little bit out of our price range. Sebastian was very taken with these pictures. So the treasures we picked up, Laurie got this. Him and his dad put money together to get it. He really wanted it for his new room across the way. So it's an iPhone 6 that is broken down. He says a little smiley face in here, look. And it shows you all the parts, and it's got a Steve Jobs quote and a little signature there, and he was very taken with this. This is right up Laurie Street. Another purchase from the antique shop, this mushroom, and I love anything that's like natural and woody, and I love this. It's an enchanted toadstool, guys, look at that. And I've got it for when we move over into the barn, but at the moment this is its home. I've also ordered the chair as well for the barn. Maybe not up Everett Street, but I really like this. I like all natural materials. Big into stone and wood in the house. Makes me feel very cozy. I actually quite like, you know, in the 1970s when everyone had pine on the ceiling and then pine down the walls. Yeah, that's a little bit of me, that I love it. As you'll probably see when we move over to the barn, because I'm including a lot of wood in that living room. Hey, fellow humans. Always have to jump in. I've shown you what we've got from the antique store. I was really treated. That chair, I can't wait for it to arrive. It's so exciting. We actually went to a lighting shop as well, and we got a couple of light fittings, but I will show you those when they are up in that barn. I'm just going to cut to a little bit of footage that Paul and Paul's dad filmed for me when they were knocking down the wall at the back. They were working all day Sunday on the barn, made some good progress, mostly landscaping works and drainage works. And then we've got a special news bulletin, so stay tuned for that, and a couple of things that I've been cooking this weekend.
Right, that's filming. So just point it. No, you're filming back at your hand there, Dad.
Oh, it's what?
Camera's looking at you.
Alright.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he pointed towards his face.
She just filmed that and he's filming him face. I said, no, that's not what I want.
Good morning and welcome to News with Amy. Laurie pestered his mother for overpriced Mr. Beast chocolate bars. Consistent rain still thwarting plans for the summer holidays. Amy quoted to say, "Rain, rain, go away, come again another day." Wise words. News just in. Man from Alabama reaches Weight Watcher goal. Sean, who shot to fame through Sean, who shot to fame after appearances on Wendy's WW Journey YouTube channel. After 11 months of hard work and the amazing support of his beautiful wife, Wendy, he has finally managed to get to his goal. He's done it. He's smashed it. He's knocked it out of the park. A round of applause for Sean. Sean, what a good example for us all, showing us how it's done. I'm sure there are going to be many celebrations. Watch out, Alabama. If you're hearing music, you're hearing some commotion. Whoop, whoop.
I work with this woman.
There's a lot of building work going on outside. I do apologise for the noise. We're going to make a bean chilli. Now, I know a bean chilli probably isn't lighting up your world, but it's 0 points. I just need something that is 0 points, that is very versatile. So we're going for bean chilli this week because we went for turkey chilli a couple of weeks ago. We're on the bean chilli now. I'm going to make a really big pot of it in the slow cooker. I'm going to show you, and I know it's probably not setting your world alight, but not every meal has to be a party. I'm going to roll this out through the week for my lunches and a quick tea. Also, I'm going to do a squash and tuna pasta bake. It's like almost like a macaroni cheese pasta dish with some tuna added in. So I'll show you that. Let's get going. I've gone for a complete mixture of beans. You can add whatever beans you're having. So I've got borlotti beans, black beans, pinto beans, black-eyed beans, and white kidney beans. I think I might let's take one away. I think I might just use 4 cans of beans. Some sweet corn out of the freezer and some lime wedges. I don't have a fresh lime. They were also frozen. I have a big bag of frozen lime wedges in my freezer. So I've got some garlic granules, tins of chopped tomatoes. The fresh ingredients are an onion. The only reason I've got a tomato is because I used the other half for a sandwich this morning. So I'm gonna just chuck that in there because I don't want to see that tomato go to waste. And I'm also using this taco seasoning that I've got. You could get El Paso, whatever taco seasoning your heart desires. Also, I'm going to use a little bit of my very lazy smoky chili boost in medium. As you know, one of my favourite ingredients. So to make the super quick chili, just chop up 1 onion. I added that bit of tomato. You can add any tomatoes you like. I just added that because I was using it up. The onion, 2 teaspoons of garlic granules, 1 heaped teaspoon of the chili boost, and then my 2 tins of tomatoes and the 4 tins of beans. Added the taco seasoning and gave the pot a really good stir. How quick was that? That just now sits there for 2 to 3 hours. I'll give it a taste. If it needs any extra seasoning or any chilli, I'll add it then. Everything went into the pot apart from the sweet corn and the lime. Now, like I say, if you've got a fresh lime, you can just squeeze a little bit of lime into there. What I'm going to do, because I've no fresh lime and these are with ones frozen, I'm going to tip the whole thing in, and then as I'm dishing up the portions, I'll just take the limes out so they'll give it a nice flavour. Tip this in for the last hour, and then after 3 hours, it should all be done. So easy, zero hero. On to the butternut squash pasta. Now, I'm using Sainsbury's red lentil pasta. Now, when I scanned this and popped it in, first I was in a bit of trouble with whether it was dried or cooked, you know, the portions. I'm using 250 gram, I'll show you the bag. So this is a 250 gram bag of red lentil penne. When I have scanned that, it's 17 points for the whole bag. So that's going to do 4 people for sure. I am going to put the whole bag into this recipe. The other ingredients are a Knorr stock pot, an onion, 2 tins of tuna. It does ask for paprika, but I've gone for my paprika and onion seasoning. It does say chip seasoning, but it is just paprika and onion. Sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon. Butternut squash. This was frozen butternut squash, so you could put as much butternut squash as you would like in there. I have roasted this. I think some of it had like a bit like freezer burn. I'm just using this amount of squash. You can use a full butternut squash if you like. This one was the frozen one, so it's dead easy. I just roasted that in the oven for half an hour. And some half fat cheese. Now I've got 30 grams of half fat cheese there. I was quite surprised because this pasta dish, and I mean pasta usually very umptious, very filling, very comforting, 6 points per portion. Thought that was excellent. And I'm gonna have 2 tins of tuna in there to up the protein. And I've also got red lentil penne, which is a little bit higher on the protein as well. So I'm hoping it's gonna keep me full. So let's crack on with this. Got 150 ml of stock here. You can use vegetable stock or chicken stock. I've got 250 grams of the red lentil pasta. I popped my squash into my NutriBullet with the stock and half a teaspoon of the ground cinnamon. I added a heaped teaspoon of the paprika and onion, and then I added 1 whole onion and 1 heaped teaspoon of the garlic granules. Dried sage, I added a heaped teaspoon as well. You could add fresh sage to this, that would be really tasty. You could just chop it up finely, sprinkle it through once the sauce was blended. So here I am just popping the lid on and I'm blending all those things together to make my yummy sauce. Then I stirred through a heaped tablespoon of my nutritional yeast. Love nutritional yeast. It tastes very similar to Parmesan. It's a very dry texture, but it does have a cheesy Parmesan flavour. Checked my sauce for seasoning and then moved on to the pan of pasta. Now, unfortunately, I'm having to mime putting the sauce into the pan because I thought my camera was turned on and it wasn't. So I've just drained my cooked red lentil pasta. I've added 2 tins of tuna fish and my sauce, and I've just mixed it all together, and then I stole some of the beautiful golden nuggets of sweet corn that were supposed to be going into the bean chilli because I thought, oh, this could do with a little bit of sweet corn, tuna and sweet corn, match made in heaven. So I stirred that all around, popped it into my casserole dish, sprinkled with another heaped tablespoon of the nutritional yeast, and then topped with my half fat cheddar. Bob's your uncle! Loving this beautiful light streaming through the window. Wow, so that butternut squash sauce was very nice. I tasted it, really, really tasty. I can't believe you can have a portion of that. I mean, that's going to be a large portion for 6 points. I added the nutritional yeast. It gives a really good cheesy flavour. When I was following a vegan diet, it was a really good cheese substitute and it's very low in points, so it's worth an investment. If you're on Weight Watchers, it is worth an investment because you get a nice big old tub and it'll last you a long time. It's a very good sub. Nice and simple, so fast, so easy, so straightforward. 4 portions there. I'm gonna have up to portions of the chilli. That's taken me about half an hour, just over, and I've got 2 bulk meals prepped there. The chilli has been on now 2 hours. There's sweet corn and limes in there. I hope the limes don't disintegrate. A day later, my chilli is fully cooked. It was on overall for 3.5 hours. It looks yummy. It's nicely seasoned. Just about to pop it into this baked potato. Prepping some baked potatoes. So this is mine for tomorrow. I'm going to add the chilli on top and that'll be our lunch tomorrow. So it's doing me lunch for today and me and Paul for lunch for tomorrow. The day after we're going to have chili bean tacos with it. Maybe same old, but nice and low point and filling and very nutritious. I mean, look at all those beans. Good for your insides, them, aren't they? Flame roasted chilies. Pickled chilies on the top. You could add jalapenos. You could make it as mild as you want. You don't have to add any chilies. And the seasoning you add to your chili, you get a very mild one. If it is little bit too hot, you can add a little dollop of natural yogurt on there. Whatever takes your fancy. Added a sprinkling of cheese to Paul's as well there. You could add some half fat cheese if you want to use the points. Sizzling out of the oven. So I'll let you know how the red lentil pasta is and whether or not it was a good sub or whether it was a good or bad decision. This is how much is left. So I think this is actually going to do me 5 portions. Hey beautiful. I just popped on again to let you know the red lentil pasta divided our household a little bit. Paul actually liked it. He liked the very large fly, get out. He actually really liked it. He did add a little bit more cheese to his portion, so he grated a little bit of cheese over the top and he enjoyed it. I think it would have been better with normal pasta and I would rather have paid the points for normal pasta. I liked the sauce, I liked the tuna, I liked everything about it, but that red lentil pasta, it was okay, but it wasn't like something I'd really look forward to. I think I would sub out next time the red lentil for the normal pasta and pay the points. So I just thought I'd let you know. Sometimes that's the way it goes, isn't it? It was something new and I had it before, so just thought I'd let you know how it went, just in case you were making it yourself. And then you've got all the information you need. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the antiques. We had a great time at the antique store. I'll be going there again. I'm looking forward to the boys actually going back to school and maybe just having a wander around there by myself. That'd be a good day. I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. You're amazing, all of you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.